Welcome to Plus Size Yoga for Beginners class. I am Brown Body Love Yogi, and today we're going to do a 1 hour and 15-minute class. I'm super excited. It's going to be very gentle, so go and get your mat ready. Get everything that you're going to need: water, cushions, blocks, anything that you use during your practice. I know you're thinking, that's a long time, girl, but listen, just light up some candles, some incense, and just enjoy this time for yourself. Enjoy this time that you can gift to yourself with breathing. And meet me in a seated position. Take an inhale. Namaste. Bless you. We're going to start today's meditation with just seated. Grab some cushions, some bolsters. And when you're ready, join me on the mat. Legs crossed. Place the palms of your hand over your knees. When you're ready, close your eyes or keep a soft gaze. When you're ready, I invite you to roll your shoulders back, dropping your shoulders, aligning your spine, taking a deep inhale and feeling your chest rise. And an exhale through your mouth and feel your chest and shoulders drop. We're going to take 5 breaths together. We're going to inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 4 seconds, and exhale for 4 seconds. Placing our palms of your hands over our hearts. Again, we're inhaling for 4, holding for 4, exhaling for 4 seconds. Continuing our breath in a rhythmic motion, being gentle with ourselves, allowing the thoughts in our mind to slowly disappear. If you find that you keep running back in circles to how your day went or what you have left to do, or any memory bubbles at all, just watch them float away like bubbles in the wind. Focus on your breathing and on your heartbeat. When you're ready, I invite you to put both palms together in prayer. We're going to start our practice. Namaste. Let's first start our practice with honoring our ancestors and those that came before us, for honoring our practice and the traditions of our practice of yoga. Thanking the ancestors that practiced yoga and passed it down over thousands of years. thanking them from the bottom of our hearts for the peace that they have built and sown into the practice, into the movements. Feeling gratitude and compassion for all beings who practice yoga with us. As we continue our breathing, I would like to read to you from the Bhagavad Gita. This is a translated version from Eknath, Easwaran. And this is on self-realization, page 93. You have heard the intellectual explanation of Sankhya, Arjuna. Now listen to the principles of yoga. By practicing these, you can break through the bonds of karma. On this path, effort never goes to waste, and there is no failure. Even a little effort toward spiritual awareness will protect you from the greatest fear. Those who follow this path, resolving deep within themselves to seek me alone, going back to those special words. On this path, effort never goes to waste, and there is no failure. Even a little effort towards spiritual awareness will protect you from the greatest fear. Those who follow this path, resolving deep within themselves to seek me alone, attain singleness of purpose. For those who lack resolution, the decision of life are many-branched and endless. There are ignorant people who speak flowery words and take delight in the letter of the law, saying that there's nothing else. Their hearts are full of selfish desires, Arjuna. Their idea of heaven is their own enjoyment, and the aim of all their activities is pleasure and power. The fruit of their actions is continual rebirth. Those whose minds are swept away by the pursuit of pleasure and power are incapable of following the supreme goal and will not attain samadhi. The scriptures describe the three gunas, but you should be free from the action of the gunas, established in eternal truth, self-controlled, without any sense of duality or the desire to acquire and hoard. Just a reservoir of little use when the whole countryside is flooded. Scriptures are little use to the illuminated man or woman who sees the Lord everywhere. You have the right to work, but never to the fruit of work. You should never engage in action for the sake of reward, nor should you long for inaction. Perform work in this world, Arjuna, as men established within himself, without self-attachments, and alike in success and defeat. For yoga is perfect evenness of mind. Seek refuge in the attitude. Seek refuge in the attitude of detachment, and you will amass the wealth of spiritual awareness. Take a deep inhale. If any of those words resonated with you, or maybe just a line that you want to say as a mantra. For me, I find really powerful this line of, on this path,
Effort never goes to waste, and there is no failure. Even a little effort towards spiritual awareness will protect you from the greatest fear. Those who follow this path, resolving deep within themselves to seek me alone, attain singleness of purpose. For yoga is perfect evenness of mind. At this time, I invite you to allow your spirit to talk to you, connect with you about what your intention is for today, for your practice. You can dedicate this practice to self-love, to connection, to creating peace in the world and in your inner world, to bringing calmness to your spirit, to bring healing to your soul. Allow your spirit to guide you in setting this intention. Allow the next few minutes of meditation to bring you quietness and connection and peace. Focusing on your breathing. And when you start getting intrusive thoughts, I want you to say to yourself, when I'm inhaling, I know I'm inhaling as you inhale. When I'm exhaling, I know I'm exhaling when you exhale. stasis from the outside to fade away. Visualize a soft light wrapping itself onto you, onto the top of your head, pulling you towards the sky. You might find that you want to align your spine and your sit bone together. You might feel your chest rise as this light and energy force pulls you towards the sky, making your neck just a little bit longer. Dropping your shoulders. Breathing. Now we're visualizing that this light is a ball of fire and light and energy, energizing our brain as it circles around and wraps around our brain, the back of our eyes, our nose, our lips. Visualize this light wrapping through our necks. And the light is so bright, it's allowing your throat to shine. Slowly visualize this light wrapping around your heart. Visualize this light wrapping around your heart, down to your stomach, your intestines, down your hips, to your legs, to your knees, getting rid of all of the tightness, empowering your joints. Visualize it going down your calves, to your heels, and arches of your feet. And having that light exit through your toes, the tip of your toes, from the top of your head to the tip of your toes. Feel your entire body vibrating with energy of love and light. When you're ready, start wiggling your toes and your fingers. Bring your left ear to your left shoulder very gently. Then come back to center. Bring your right ear to your right shoulder gently. Come back to center. Bring the back of your neck. Bring the back of your head to the back of your neck. Gently. Come back to center. Your chin to your chest. Gently. And come back to center. We're going to continue these 4 movements. Every time we go move towards our body, we're going to give an inhale. Every time we come back towards center, we're going to do an exhale. gentle with our neck. When you're ready, come back to center. And now look towards the right. Exhale, look towards the center. Inhale, look towards the left. Exhale, look towards the center. Continue to rotate from left to right. Gently bring your chin to your chest and start rolling your neck gently to each corner possible without straining your neck. We're going to do 4 rounds towards one side and 4 rounds to the opposite side. Now bringing our chin, keeping our chin tucked, we're going to go to the opposite side for 4 counts. Every time we bring our heads up, we're going to inhale, exhale on the way down. Then gently come back to center. We're going to get on all fours for cat and cow stretches. My foot fell asleep, so what I'm going to do is actually, before I get to cat and cow, I'm going to engage my legs by pointing my toes towards the sky and then away from me, towards the sky and then away from me as I keep my heel on the ground.
Next, I want you to meet me in all fours.
No.
So when you're ready, get back on your knees and slowly bring your palms to the mat.
Doing my yoga poses. Alright, so we're going to go to cat and cow by getting on all fours. Out. Go. We're going to keep our knees hip width apart. First, we're going to bring in some light pressure to our wrists. Can you both? Hello. Can you both go upstairs? Go see Daddy. What's Daddy doing? Go see Daddy. We're going to bring slight pressure first to our wrist. We're just going to gently bring our hips towards us, creating a circle as we rotate the pressure that we bring into our wrists. Take this off. Excuse me. We're ready. We're going to rotate our hip circles to the opposite side, making sure that that energy is also rotating on our wrists. Maybe bouncing a little bit back and over our shoulder. And when we're ready, lifting up so that we can do some movements on our hands to just get our wrists fully ready for cat and cow. I'm going to do some rotations to the left, just gentle and with compassion. We're here to honor our bodies, to love them, support them. And that means that sometimes we need to warm them up, give them the chance to put in effort and do their best. And then shaking it out. All right, so now bring your palms to the mat, balancing the pressure from our bodies onto both equally, creating that balance, putting our arms straight. And as you can see, my shoulder and my elbow are aligned. And I'm going to arch my back, bring my chin towards the sky. And then do the opposite rotation by bringing my hip in as I tuck my chin towards my chest. Inhaling as I arch my back and bring my chin to the sky, keeping my arms straight. Exhale as I bring my hips in and tuck my chin to my chest. We're going to continue with these movements for 10 breaths. I want you to focus on each inhale and exhale with each movement. Lead the movement with your hips first. Bring your chin up. When you're ready, bring your sit bone to the back of your calf or to your calves. We're going to be sitting on your calves for a moment as we stretch out our wrists one more time. Bringing fingertips up to the sky, standing up, inhale. Dropping your shoulders. We're going for a back bend. So keep the palms of your finger, keep your arms straight, but drop your shoulders. And take an inhale and just do a slight back bend. Try to see if you can hinge from your hips towards the back. Breathe. Keeping your arms straight. Reaching to the back of the room, arching from our hips. When you're ready, bring it back to center. Bring arms to prayer. Take a deep inhale. And exhale. We're going to bring our palms back to the mat. When you're ready, we're gonna lower on to a knee push-up and gently bring our bodies, our chest to the mat and keeping our palms on the right of our chest and the left of our chest, like right aligned right over our chest. When you're ready, drop your legs to the ground. If you have cushions like I do, I'm just going to push them out while I keep my legs down. And then I'm going to gently take an inhale as I lift through my arms. Trying to keep my arms straight, dropping my shoulders. Exhale, back down. Get these things out of the way. And we continue to do the movements. So touch the mat with your nose. Wiggle your body. You might hear some cracks. And then gently lift through our arms. Lifting our hips off the mat. Inhaling, dropping our shoulders. Gently bringing our chest back down to the mat and our nose to the mat. We're going to continue this pose for 10 breaths. Exhale. Now with a little more speed, just follow your breath. Allow that to be your speed. When you're ready, I invite you to bring your palms out on your mat, like you're reaching away from your body. Put your nose on the mat. And on the next inhale, we're going to lift the arms above the mat, and we're going to lift our feet above the mat. Exhale. And inhale. Up. Exhale. I recommend that you keep your neck flexible and loose during this. So try not to tighten your neck as you're going down. In fact, if you're able to keep your chin tucked to your chest and breathe, that will help your neck. But if not, just keep it loose and gentle as you go up. Remember to continue your breath. Allow your breath guide how fast you're going to go. So you can hold your breath when you get to the top of the pose. That'll help you bring a lot of energy to your body. So continue to have your hands extended, feet extended. Next, we're going to go to plank. So I want you to put your weight on this part of your arm, on your elbows, and like, I forget, your forearm? Yeah, forearm. Tuck your elbows in towards your chest. You can do this, I do this modified on my knees, but you can also just do this on the ball of your feet, whatever you're comfortable with. I'm going to be gentle with my body and use my knees. And when you're ready, lift through your knees, lift through your forearms, and inhale. As we hold it here, keep your chin tucked. Breathe through this pose. Keep your back straight. Try not to hunch it over. And gently bring your body back down. Allow your body some rest. Give yourself some breaths on the mat as we prepare to go back up again for plank. When you hear the bell, we will go again. Allow your body to rest. Breathe in love for yourself. Exhale power and strength. When we're ready, tuck your elbows again. Engage your knees. Bring your heels up towards the sky and lift through your hips. Engage your core muscles, your stomach, and breathe through this pose. Keep your chin tucked so that you keep your neck secure. Exhale, gently bring your hips down. Allow your body to rest. If you can continue longer, that's beautiful. Do that, empower yourself, do you. Now that I feel like I'm kind of warmed up, I'm going to try to do plank with my arms up and through. So I'm going to put the palms of my hand. You can continue to do it with your elbows and through, but I'm going to try to do it through my hands and knees. So when you're ready, you'll hear the bell and you can continue to practice. Keeping my back straight, making sure that my hands are also, palms are energized, my arms are straight, my shoulders and my elbows are aligned in a straight line. I'm going to gently bring my body down. And next, I'm going to go for downward dog, which means I'm going to lift through my hands and through my knees. Right now, I'm placing the balls of, my toes. I'm trying to hold on to the balls of my feet too. Let me get this cushion out of the way first. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to engage my toes by tucking my toes into the mat. I'm going to bring my nose to the mat. I'm going to put the palms of my hands to the side of my chest. I'm going to tuck my shoulders in. I'm going to engage my knees on the mat. And I'm going to lift through. From all fours, I'm going to tuck my toes in even more. I'm going to extend my arms. If you want, you can also use a yoga block right where the palms of your hands are to be. And when you're ready, I'm going to keep my knees tucked. I'm going to keep my knees tucked in and lift through my knees, my arms. I'm going to open up my stance. I'm going to give my heels and my arches, get them as close to the mat as I can. I'm going to breathe. I'm going to slowly walk my feet up as I open up my stance and walk the palms of my hand back. Put a slight bend on my knees and allow my body to hang. I'm going to bring my palms up towards the sky and under my legs. I'm going to warm up my back by bringing the palms of my hands over my knees. Keeping my chin tucked, I'm going to slightly lift my chest to create an L shape with my legs and my torso. Taking a few breaths here to create space. When you're ready, gently bring the palms of your hand back to the mat. You might want to cross your arms and create a closer relationship with your torso towards the mat. You can also try gorilla here. So put the palm of your hand under the sole of your foot. Breathe. When you're ready, bring your palms back up to your chin. Gently keep your chin tucked and gently bring your torso up again to create an L shape. Do not lock your knees, keep them to a slight bend as you keep your back bent as well to create an L shape, but keep your back as straight as possible. You can place your hands over your shins, right underneath your knees there, and breathe. When you're ready, we're going to go back to downward dog. So we're going to take the palms of our hands and we're going to crawl them up above our shoulders. Maybe bring our stance a little bit closer in. And continue to walk our palms until you're at the downward dog position. From there, we're going to walk our left feet towards the middle of our mat, or the in-between point where both our stance was, keeping the heels centered, keeping our body straight, lifting our right leg towards the sky, then bringing it in towards your chest, and lifting it up towards the sky again. When you're ready, bring your legs back, come down on your knees, come to child's pose or extended puppy pose. Just sink down on your mat. For me, child's pose is not comfortable, but this pose is. So what I'm doing here is I'm actually resting my upper body while I am still creating almost like a goddess pose, but it's actually extending my hips as my legs are opening my hips. It's almost like doing frog, but laying down. As I rest, I'm also engaging my hips in a hip opener. I'm creating a U shape with both of my legs together. Just 2 more breaths here. When you're ready, bring your knees together. Stretch out your body. Stretch out your fingertips away from your body. Stretch your toes, your feet. Point your feet away from your body. Maybe bring some movement to your hips. Keep your nose on the mat as we go again to get ready for downward dog. We're going to put our palms to the sides of our chest. We're going to engage our toes, engage our knees to come up on all fours. So we lift through. Tuck our toes one more time. You may, depending on like how your body is shaped or how long your arms, torso, legs are, do whatever works for you. For me, what works is going in at it this way. So tucking my toes as I push through the palms of my hand, keeping my knees bent until they need to be stretched. And then I open up my stance so that the arches of my feet are touching the mat. The heel is touching the mat. I'm going to open up my stance a little more. Next, I'm going to bring in my right foot to the center of the mat. And bring my left foot towards the sky. I'm going to breathe. Keeping my right foot engaged, my heel engaged. Bring my knee towards my chest. When you're ready, come back down on all fours. And let's do that hip opener one more time. Laying flat on the mat, extending your arms, allowing your hips to open up towards the mat. Allowing my body to settle, allowing my breath to settle. When you're ready, come back to bringing your knees together, engaging your toes, putting the palms of your hand to the sides of your chest, gently and lovingly lifting your nose, keeping your chin tucked in, lifting your torso off the mat, getting in all fours. I'm actually gonna move this blanket to under my knees. There we go. Tucking your toes. And again, we're gonna lift through the balls of our feet to our chest, keeping my knees bent until they get into the pose. Breathe. We're gonna gently walk our feet towards our hands, walk our hands towards us, towards our feet, grabbing your ankles, allowing your body to drop, your torso to drop, your head to be over your heart. Bringing our hand, the palms of our hands again to your shins, or above your knees, and slowly lifting up your torso. Remember to keep your chin tucked, your back straight. We're creating an L or a sideways V. When you're ready, gently and slowly bring your torso up towards the sky. Feel each shoulder blade stack as you come to mountain pose. Keep your feet balanced and engaged. Breathe as you allow your body to settle. The blood rush back down to your heart. When you're ready, gently bring your fingertips towards the sky as you inhale. Bring both palms together. Bring them down to the center over your heart. Bring them down towards your belly button. And again, bring both arms up to the sky. Put both palms together. Keep them in prayer above your heart. Next, we're going to get ready for warrior poses. When you're ready, take a big step with your right leg. Keep your hips aligned, looking forward, as both of your feet stay looking forward as well. And bend into that knee, but make sure that your knee is also stacked above your ankle so that it's in a straight line. When you're ready, bring both arms up to the sky. Drop your shoulders, but keep your arms straight. We're going to be here for a few breaths. Feeling that strength of the warrior.
Stephanie, you're meeting?
I'm recording yoga right now. For mountain pose, we're going to go to our tree pose. Bring the sole of your foot to your left arch. Woo. First, actually, why don't we ground our feet one more time?
So feel your toes grabbing onto the mat, energizing the sole of your foot, feeling your arch and your heel touch the mat. Put a slight bend to your knee. Breathe. Then gently bring your left sole of your foot to your chin. Focus on a spot on the floor. Keep your arms to your sides. Breathe. The goal is to maintain balance. So as you can see, I'm very out of balance right now. So I'm going to try to see if I can do a little more grounding. Breathing. Dropping our shoulders too. Now let's try for our other leg. Again, I'm going to ground my feet, engage my toes on the mat, the ball of my foot, my heel. Set the sole of my foot to my shin, or calf, to my calf, sorry. Keep your arms out and extended. Focus on a point on the ground. You may notice that you fall in and out of this pose, or maybe it's just me today, whatever. And so this time, I would like to remind myself of what I read in the Bhagavad Gita in the beginning meditation, that no effort is wasted with yoga. So every second that I'm here, just giving myself the love and support and compassion to fail or fall out of the pose. It's not even fail. This is just a pose. This is just shapes that I'm making. I can treat myself with love and compassion and strength and try again, just like in life. No effort is wasted. Woo! So we'll continue to play with this pose, switching out my feet, because I want to treat my ankles and feet with kindness. I don't want to overextend. So once I start noticing there's a little bit of pain there, I switch out to my other foot. I used to allow poses like this. A lot of the poses in yoga for me are challenging for many reasons, but mainly because of my thoughts that come with it. So I can allow those intrusive thoughts to stop me from progress, to stop me from putting in effort. Or I can just act out of love and compassion for myself and non-violence towards myself. When you're ready, let's come down to mountain pose. Coming back to our breathing. Allowing ourselves to inhale deeply. Exhale through our mouth. Following our breath. Next, we're going to come to not seated pose. I can't remember the name of it right now, so I'm just going to let it be. I'm going to guide you through the pose. So I want you to, again, engage the sole of your feet. They should be pretty grounded since we've been doing a lot of standing work just now. I want you to bend your knees towards the mat. Still allow your knees to not go over your toes. Bring your arms up and bring your sit bone towards the mat. Drop your shoulders and breathe. On the next breath, we're going to come up, back to mountain. Again, bring your knees towards the mat in a straight line over your ankles. Bring your sit bone towards the mat. Bring your arms up towards the sky, or you can bring them to prayer. As your sit bone takes a seat back, see if you can inch a little lower. When you're ready, gently come up, fingers up towards the sky. Open up your stance for star pose. Open up your arms, east, west. Take a deep breath. Don't lock your knees. Continue to open up your stance. Drop your shoulders. And when you're ready, gently bring your stance just a little bit closer. Bring your palms together. Bring your sit bones straight back. Come up, put your fingertips towards the sky. Back to star. Bring your feet closer to each other. Back to mountain pose. And last, we're going to finish with our meditation. So when you're ready, get some blankets, get some bolsters for this last meditation. So we're gonna come down to seated and then to corpse. For me, I have positioned some cushions here because I'm going to actually put my knees above these cushions
so that I can lay comfortably in corpse pose with you. So let's take a deep inhale as we get situated. Gently bring your body to corpse, whichever way works for you. If it's comfortable for you to lay down, cool. If not, I'm using these cushions because it really helps with my lower back. I find that I have a lot of pressure on my lower back when I don't use these. Allow your body to sink into the mat. Focus on your breathing. These last few minutes and this whole hour has been for you to practice self-love, to practice nonviolence and compassion for yourself, to build peace into the world. Take these last few minutes to continue to clear your mind. Nothing to do, nowhere to be, but just exist on this mat in this moment in time. Feel your body sink deeper with each exhale as you allow your body to be more grounded into the earth. You might want to adjust your shoulders. Get a few kinks out from under your lower back. And see if you can adjust your body so that you don't have to move just for a few minutes. Nothing to do but breathe and exist. At this moment, as we take our final breaths, I want you to bring back the thoughts of what your intention was for this class? Did you honor those intentions? While you come to seated, I'm going to ring the bell for us to do 5 breaths together in closing. When you hear the bell, inhale. Allow the sound to flow and vibrate. Bring your palms together. The light in me sees the light in you. You are not alone in this journey. Thank yourself from the bottom of your heart for joining me today. And have a blessed day.